What's up, everybody? Sisterhood team call. It is Wednesday, October 19th. We are just a couple of days post leadership in Arizona, and oh my Lanta, it was absolutely incredible. The content, the community, the event, like they just really knocked it out of the park. But for me, like it's the content. It's what they brought to the table that makes the difference for me. And I said that this was the best BODi conference I've ever been to, because everything that they spoke about and that they announced was a hell's yes for me. And sometimes when you have incredible uplines, like I'm not talking about myself, but Kim and Jamie, and we're part of a great team. Sometimes you can get to those events and be like, yeah, I know that, I know that, I know that. At this event, it just was really, really different. It was really exciting. It was very aligned with, I think, how almost every single woman in that room felt. So before we get into the details, and we are going to get into the nitty gritty details and give you all the updates that they gave us. I know we were kind of vague on this Saturday because it was a little overwhelming and we needed to sort of take a breath before coming and giving you guys all the goods. So before we do that, I'll open it up for recognition, and then Erin is going to kick us off from there. Erin Yak.
Hey everyone, I would like to hop in and shout out Stephanie Walker, who as of tomorrow will be officially a one-star diamond coach. Woo! We're so excited for you, Steph. Steph has worked her ass off in this business in so many ways, and she is building a team. She actually just hit team builder as well, which is incredible. Steph, I can't wait to see where you're headed with this, and I'm so proud of you.
That's so awesome. Congratulations, Steph. I want to shout out Erica Lawson tonight, and I really am so excited about this shout out. So while we were at leadership, there was a coach who was in the panel named Amy Silverman, and she was talking about her own journey with personal development and how when she stopped investing in her mindset, her business kind of fell off, and she's just now getting back. And so she really dialed down and focused on like investing in our mental health more than books and more than podcasts. Like I think as coaches, we emphasize personal development, but we often think that that's like enough when we just like read some Brene Brown and like we're off to the races. But like I think it's so much more than that. And so the day after I got back, Erica told me that she was inspired to sign up for Brad Bizjak's course and invest real actual money into her growth and personal development, and just said that she feels like this is part of her calling. And I'm so proud of her for taking that step, because it's not easy to spend money on ourselves, for something that's like not material, right? So this is going to be huge for her. And I think it's just like, it speaks so much to her leadership and who she is as a person. And I'm so excited to see and hear about all the things that she learns from that. So way to go.
I'll go next. I just wanted to welcome two wonderful new coaches to Pivot and Persevere, Mandy and Alyssa. A little bit late. They've been on the October mentorship since the start, but I've just loved watching you guys show up so authentically and kind of seamlessly into your stories and social media. And I'm so happy to have you guys along in the team. Welcome.
I'll go next quickly. Clarissa and I teamed up about 2 weeks ago, and we started a free group last Tuesday. And it may not have gone as well for me in terms of the people that I recruited, but I got to say the dedication and the energy and the love that Clarissa poured into the group and how engaged her people were was just so amazing to watch. And it was really awesome to pair up with you. And I know that we can go really far in this, but honestly, the people that were in that group, like, you killed it. And if anybody's looking on to get advice on free groups, Clarissa's your girl.
I want to give a big welcome to Laura McTaggart. She is in the October mentorship. She's been doing these programs for about 3 years now, and it's just so obvious the massive impact that they've had on her life. In the last couple of weeks, she's had so many of her friends who are Beachbody On Demand members transfer over to her. Her energy is contagious, and it's just so obvious, Laura, that you're going to have an impact on so many people in your life. So massive welcome to you. Way to go.
It's me again. I want to welcome Steph Whalen to the call today. It was her first mentorship tonight. And one thing that like really stood out to me is when she decided that she wanted to coach, I was like going to send her a card and she was like, no, I already signed up myself. And I was like, yes, like way to be self-driven, like way to do the things, you know? And she's taken upon herself to be on this call too, which is so cool. And I just love when people just like get shit done. And that's just her. So I'm pumped to have you here.
I'll unmute myself for the very first time ever and welcome Courtney as my very first working coach to the Sisterhood and Project Uplift. She's hit the ground running. She was a Beachbody coach before and is now jumping back in again. And I'm so happy to have her on our team. She's a light and I can't wait to see where this is going to take you.
All right, I'm going to do some unconventional recognition. Oh, can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm just going to go. Unconventional recognition. I want to start out Jenna. Jenna, I was watching your stories this weekend and you talked about like I'm going to change my word. You showed your weekend away with your mama, Jenna Cotter, your weekend away with your mama, you know, the food that you ate, like you did not shy away from showing the perfect coach stories that we kind of tend to naturally gravitate towards. So I just wanted to shout you out because I thought that you were really real and I appreciated seeing it.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I've come off mute like 3 times and then someone else talks. So I think I'm good to go right now to shout Sarah Bashara out. Sarah, congratulations on Team Builder. I am so proud of you. You are doing incredible. It is so cool to see you on that first step on your road to elite. It is just the beginning for you. And you are a team builder because Sarah has poured so much into our XB Sweat and Sculpt group. Honestly, we collabed with a few coaches on this and she just like took it upon herself to make all the roll calls, give us questions and just did it all. And we are so appreciative of you. And you are truly the definition of being a team member. So congrats on team builder, sorry. Team leader is next. We appreciate you so much.
All right, let me congratulate Michelle for hitting Team Builder as well, which is amazing. I'm very proud of you, Michelle, and for hitting second month of Coachmas because we are in the second month. So I have Michelle that hit the second month and Karin, you're amazing. You've hit your second month for Coachmas, one more month and we can celebrate in December. Also, congratulations to Chantal Pearson. She's in the October mentorship and she just hit her first month SC5. Super close for hitting Emerald. Keep on pushing, girl. You've got this. Congratulations to all.
Okay, I'll go really quickly. I just wanted to, number one, shout out a brand new coach in the October mentorship, Lauren. I'm not sure if she's on the call, but if she watches the recording, welcome to Full Circle. And then also I want to give a big shout out to Haley and Amanda for also hitting their second month of Coachmas. Really cool to see them persevere and do the things to qualify to go to this thing. So really proud of you guys. And yeah.
All right. If there's anybody else for recognition, like put your hand up, take yourself off mute, interrupt me. I want to shout out 2 people tonight. I don't think either of them are on the call, but I want to shout out Tiffany, who's a new coach, who's literally so inspiring and doing all the things and doing so great. She had a reel this week that was like her working out with her son. It was so beautiful, so great. I shared it. And she just, is really coming out of her shell, and people are noticing, and she's like, I'm feeling so great. People are responding to my reel. And that's what it's about. When you vulnerably share and then people recognize you and then you have conversations with them, you can actually support them and help them moving forward. So she's figuring it out quickly, and I'm so proud of you. So way to go, Tiff. Also really want to welcome Ali to our team. She's in the coach mentorship for October this month. She's also sharing like a badass on her stories right now and doing all the things. So way to go, Ali. You are doing great. Anybody else for recognition? I do not want to cut it short. Going once, going twice. All right. We are so excited for this call tonight. I think this is probably the most excited I've been for a call in a long time. So great to see so many people recognizing each other, shouting each other out, even not on their team. Like, that's amazing. If you're new to the call, if this is like one of your first calls, take your video off, like be vulnerable, be in this with us. I feel like the more we actually see each other, the easier it is to connect and actually feel like we're all in a room talking, hanging out. If you're like in the bath and watching this, like on your own naked, like don't put your video on, but truly, if you can, we want to see you. We want you to feel part of this. We want you to like connect with us. So for those of you who don't know, Courtney, myself, Sarah, and Erin had the absolute pleasure of going to the leadership retreat, they call it, in Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona, this past week. And I will say, I'm sure the large majority of you watch the stories and you know all about it already, but I will say it was 10 out of 10. They do everything 10 out of 10. They make you feel like you are so special, like they make you feel important. They make you feel so well taken care of. So I know Erin's going to talk a little bit more about like the actual feels of the event. So I'll skip over that, but truly, one of the most important special parts of the event was having our CEO, Carl, speak to us. And leading into this, normally you kind of know who the speakers are. And usually it's like a whole lineup of amazingly inspiring and motivating, incredible coaches. And like in years past, we're like always excited to see what coaches we're going to hear from and learn from. And this year we were going into it being like, nobody's speaking. And I remember Courtney being like, it's going to be the Carl show, and how kind of nervous we were that it was going to be the shits because it was just going to be the CEO up there, like a talking head, right? It couldn't have been further from the truth. He was so vulnerable, so emotional, so raw, so real, so genuine. And it was so incredible to be a part of it. I really will say that. He was very approachable and honest and real. And anyways, all that to say, he got up and shared the new vision for the company and where we're moving forward. And like Courtney said, every single one, we were like, yes, yes, yes. Like every single announcement aligned so well, I think, with everything that we do here, everything that we are about already. And I really feel like our team is so well set up for where we are going. So if you've been living under a rock, I'll let you know now that Beachbody is changing its name from Beachbody to BODi. And when he announced this, it literally was like standing ovations. Courtney was bawling, Kim was bawling, I think Erin was bawling. Like it was so many emotions of like excitement and high energy, but also coupled with like high emotions. And he started off by saying, you know, the name, this company, we've had this name for so long. And what it started out as, it kind of it's morphed into something that it's not. And he shared things on the screen about like how the media has taken Beachbody to be a bikini body or a perfect body or having some sort of like certain looking body on the beach. And it's simply just not the case. It's become a name that's not reflective of the service. And he recognizes that. And he went further to say, you know, that health fitness industry has become something that we're not proud of. It's become something that is all about a physical after photo. It's become something that, you know, people are constantly aspiring to be. He spoke a lot about what he coined the imperfection economy, which he's sad that maybe we have ever been a part of it, but the imperfection economy is ultimately prying on people's feelings and self-doubt and judgment and self-deprivation to always want to be something that's like this idealistic image that's simply not attainable. He was saying, I'm going to read my notes a little bit here because I really want to make sure that his words are portrayed well to you, but he was talking about how the industry has preyed on people's insecurities. The reason you don't feel good is because you don't feel good is because you don't feel good. Maybe that wasn't a really good note right there. He said, it's constant self-judgment, constant self-deprivation, and judgment is not the road to happiness. He's like, the industry is turning people away. And then he started talking a little bit about the, like the anti-diet, self-love, body positivity movement that a lot of us really align with, right? And he's like, but this whole idea of what we've been is before and after photos, it doesn't align. It doesn't speak to the same thing that we want it to be. And he's like, so we have this imperfection economy where people feel as though they're never going to measure up. They fail. They don't do right by the programs. They stop doing the programs. They don't have the after photo they wanted to have. And all of a sudden they're these big failures. And it was like such an aha moment when someone said, I think it was him and Petra both said, you haven't failed fitness. Perhaps fitness has failed you. And it was such an aha moment for everybody in the room being like, yes. So he says, while our mission of helping people achieve healthy and fulfilling lives still remains, that's still the mission, we are changing the culture. We are going from BODi to BODi, and we are making this not about the after photo, but about feeling good. And he wants us to now embrace this term he's coining, health esteem. And health esteem is the coexistence of fitness, nutrition, mindset, well-being, all together in one. And what was really cool is that he said, I've been watching you, coaches. I've been watching you. And you guys are the example of health esteem. You found a way to find the joy of including health and fitness and wellness and mindset and nutrition into a joyous life. And then he started sharing pictures. And it was so cool because he shared a picture of Fam Jam, which is Shalene and Jer's team. He shared a picture of the sisterhood, and he shared pictures of all these coaches with like massive smiles on their faces, eluding so much joy through their fitness and wellness and mindset and nutrition journey. And he's like, you guys have figured it out. You figured out how to feel good throughout the journey. So that to him is what health esteem is: a positive mindset, a positive self-esteem, while making fitness and nutrition a priority. It's ultimately enjoying life while still seeking to improve life. Right? And I feel like it's so awesome to now have terms that define what the heck we've been trying to do all along, So he really wants to focus on a health esteem routine, which is experiences, healthy energy, happiness. And to him, that starts with today, embracing who you are. So it's not now like enrolling new clients and saying, okay, in 80 days or in 21 days or in 6 weeks or at the end of this program, you're going to feel great. No, it's about, let's focus on what we can do to feel great today. How can we embrace who you are today and have more joy in your life today? He says, no more how do you want to change yourself? And instead the question is, how can we embrace yourself first? And his answer is those health esteem routines: fitness, nutrition, and mindset. And what is probably the most amazing announcement outside the name change for me is that mindset piece that we've all been trying to provide our clients to the best of our abilities, like read this book, try this podcast, try and get some inspiration from me, is now going to be provided from the app. We are going to have a whole pillar of personal development on the app. And I'm so excited for this because it's going to be amazing experts delivering this mindset to our clients directly. Who is leading this is this incredible woman, which was really cool the way they strategically introduced her to us. She spoke to us on the Elite session on the Thursday. This woman, her name is Petra Kolber. This is her book, The Perfection Detox. I don't want to age her, but I think she's in her 50s or 60s. Kind of like a yogi, like came on the stage, no shoes, like the big palazzo pants, and just was so soft-spoken and chill, and just like had this amazing energy, like big, bold energy with a calming voice. I don't really even know how else to describe it. She's like a world of her own, incredible, but she is going to be, she's very world renowned. I don't know her. Maybe you guys do, but she's going to be, Beachbody has now hired her. She's working for BODi. And she's going to lead the whole personal development aspect of the app, which is very, very exciting. They shared that it's going to have like the daily vibe where you go into the app and it'll say, how do you feel today? And if you're feeling anxious, you could write in anxious, and then the app from the experts will recommend, try this podcast, read this book, do this meditation, try this yoga activity, go for a walk and listen to this. Oh, they're bringing walking exercises with podcasts that are recommended for certain timed walks. Like, so there's going to be a walking program with PD, which sounds so exciting. So Carl said, in order to start with this health esteem routine, the first thing we're going to do, and this is like, it was almost laughable. Like everybody in the room started laughing. He's like, the first thing we're going to do is eat more dessert. We were all like, what? And he's like, I'm not joking. He literally even gave us all these dessert, like he left them on the tables, all these recipes. He's like, I'm not kidding. I want us to all start eating more dessert and embracing and loving our life today. That's it. And we were like, okay. So instead of focusing on our daily dose of dense nutrition, we'll be focusing on our daily dose of dessert, which I think is a really fun way to start incorporating amazing recipes that we have available to us already every single day. The second step, he said, was now step 1, eat more dessert. Step 2, swap your dirty energy for clean energy every day. We all do it already. Let's be serious. Every single person on this call is drinking and energized every single day. But he started talking a little bit about not necessarily like ditching your coffee, but starting to talk a little bit more about the foods we're eating and focusing more on clean supplements. And then step 3 was having fitness consistent month to month. So Courtney's going to get into that a little bit more. I think that's all my updates. Could talk for a lot longer, but anyways, I'll pass it over to Court.
All right, guys. Yeah, he did all those announcements and like then did the name change. So Aaron kind of said the name change first, but like he did that like eat more dessert announcement, and that was like he led up to the first announcement. We were like ready, like hit us, like what's happening? You know, he's like eat more dessert, and people were like pissed. Like I was sitting kind of near some of the top coaches, and it was like straight face, like this better not be the update, Carl, like a new way to eat your Shakeology. But anyway, he ended up really like tying it all together, and it's actually pretty cool. And you know, Erin shared a story about how like in her home, her daughter's, you know, becoming into her teenage years, and it's like you need to be really careful about like, you know, shaming your kids for wanting dessert every night and da 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 da. So instead, it was like, you know, finding healthier ways to incorporate that and that sort of mindset that like, you know, they say if all your kid wants to do is eat candy, to give them more candy, right? It's like without restriction, we find our natural balance of way of eating. Okay, I am going to get into the fitness aspect and what is going to go on with the platform. So as it stands right now, hold on, Erin G, did you want to go first since you're not feeling well, or did you want to bail altogether?
I'm good. Proceed.
Are you sure? Do you want to go now?
I just might bar from the camera. I'm not sure.
Well, why don't you speak first? Are you sure? Okay. Okay. So the BODi, what's happening with the platform is that right now we have Beachbody On Demand, and we have BODi, Beachbody On Demand Interactive. And as you've seen, they're really encouraging people to upgrade to BODi. Effective spring 2023, looks like March, there will only be one platform, and that platform will be BODi. There's no details about exactly how that transition will go, so don't get too wrapped up in like how people are, you know, blah, blah, blah. But for now, just continue to encourage people to upgrade to BODi, and they're really doing a good job at helping us do that, starting with that healthy obsession, only available on BODi. No purchase required, you just have to have access to BODi, right? So what they're going to be doing, and they really talked about wanting to simplify it. They said, did you know that we have like over 500 programs to choose from, and that when a coach enrolls, they have this feeling of needing to be an expert at all the programs so that they know exactly what programs to recommend to their clients. And they start and they haven't done all the other programs. So instead of following the launches, they're trying to catch up, and just how confusing really the offering is. And they said they were talking about how it's also a big reason why a lot of coaches enroll after being a client, because they don't feel that someone could enroll right away with the coach opportunity, because there's just too much to know. You need too much time with the platform before being able to make that transition. And what they really wanted to do was simplify the platform and also the coach opportunity. So as of March, it's going to be just BODi, and they're going to do what's called BODi blocks. So the first Monday of every single month, there is going to be a new set of BODi blocks that comes up on the platform. It's going to be all original content. So anytime anyone logs into this platform at all times, it's going to be original content. So they're moving away from the sort of structured programs and moving into these BODi blocks. They didn't say that they weren't going to release new programs, but they're not going to be releasing them as often. And I'm really personally really excited about it, because after 5 years of doing program after program after program, I'm finding it hard to complete them now, because and every time I don't complete one, I'm feeling down on myself. I'm doubting myself. My coach biz is taking a dip because of my own morale, right? Like, this could not come at a better time. So instead of waiting for the next program to start, there's waiting for January 1st. The idea is that there's 12 Mondays a year for you to hit reset, 12 Mondays a year for you to start a new challenge group with brand new content, 12 Mondays a year for our clients to sort of hit that January 1st. So the first Monday of every single month, the BODi blocks will be introduced. There's going to be 3 standard BODi blocks that are included with the BODi membership. The first one is the beginner block, which is so freaking exciting. It's going to go like a standard sort of workout schedule. Mondays, low impact, Tuesdays, strength, Wednesdays, core strength, Thursdays, low impact again, Fridays, strength. Saturday and Sunday are recover and explore, because a huge part of this new health esteem is not, this platform cannot solve all their problems. We need to get out and explore, which I personally love and have been trying to do, as well as rest. So the BODi blocks are only 3 weeks, and the 4th week of every single block is a rest and recover week. And this is based on some fitness science that I am like not even going to pretend to remember, but it's based on, needing to rest in between exercises in order to see results. So there's going to be the beginner block. There's going to be a bike block. So for anybody that wants to do full bike, and there's going to be an all BODi block. And that's just going to be your standard like cardio, strength, core, etc. So there's those 3 blocks. Then there's going to be a 4th bonus block every single month. So there's going to be 4 paths for your customer or for you to choose from. The 4th block is the super block. And that is going to be the super trainers sort of redoing their program. So it's going to be original content. For example, in April, it's going to be Autumn, 21 Day Fix, but it's going to be new workout videos from her. And it's going to stick to the BODi block schedule, Monday to Friday, 5 days a week, rest and recover Saturday, Sunday, rest and recover on the 4th week. It's $29 to unlock the super block every single month. And like the crowd went nuts when I said this next part. If you are on a home direct order of Shakeology or 90 PV, was it 90 PV? Oh, an existing 90 PV order, you get it for free. So any of your customers, any of your preferred customers, if you, any of your coaches, anyone that's on a 90 PV order, you get that super block for free. So if you have BODi and you're ordering 90 PV a month, you're basically like a super customer. You get access to everything. You get options for all 4 blocks. it's really, I personally, I was like super, super excited about that, because there's no more like hitting your customer up for another launch. It's more like trying to serve them with what products maybe would like fit their journey, right? Okay. Alongside with that, simplification of the enroll process, and you may have seen the box. There's a new, it's called Shake and Hustle. It's the recommended pack. Instead of the million packs that we currently have, we're gonna have one. It's called the Shake and Hustle. It comes with 20 servings of Energize and Shakeology, and then the BODi membership containers and a shaker. And all of that is $219. Yeah, but we'll drop graphics on that. Don't get too caught up in the details. What's exciting actually is that the Shake and Hustle pack is going to launch with Sure Thing in December. So that's coming really soon. And they talked a lot about why they did this 20 serving pack. I mean, first of all, to put Shakeology and Energize in a bundle is like music to my ears. Those are the two products all of us use every single day. And they said it goes along with the Body Block. Again, that Monday to Friday routine, consistency over time. Most people are not drinking it 7 days a week. They're on vacation, they're da-da-da-da. So that 20 serving actually ends up increasing your likelihood that they'll stay on HD, because they actually have the opportunity to run out. So that I thought was great. Okay, next, I'm going to go over the Success Club system and how that's changing. Okay, so what's really, really exciting also goes along with this, like, what does your customer need, is that you are now going to be able to, and this changes in January, you are now going to be able to earn 1 Success Club point for every 125 PV coming from new and inactive customers and preferred customers in the month. So what this means is that if you enroll someone with a challenge pack, you're going to earn 2 Success Club points on them. That PV will not go towards this stuff. What goes towards this is your customers ordering standalone products. If you enroll someone with just Beachbody On Demand or BODi, if you enroll someone with just Energize, any sort of standalone orders have a PV attached. And with a total of 125, you'll get that point. So if you sell 4 Energizes separately, together, that would give you 1 Success Club point. If you sell a BODi and an Energize together, that PV would accumulate to get you 1 Success Club point. Reactivation opportunity, any customers and preferred customers who have not placed a volume generating order in the last 90 days, their new PV will count towards the Success Club points. So that's really cool, because we can now earn Success Club points off preferred customers. And you can now earn Success Club points off customers that have not ordered within the last 90 days. It used to be 6 months. So the whole idea is to reactivate customers. They talked a lot, guys, about how ineffectively we're enrolling preferred customers. We need to start treating the customer, preferred customer, and coach exactly the way that sounds. Do not enroll somebody as a preferred customer just because you're trying to hit a rank. Make sure that they want to try the products. Because when you're enrolling someone for the first time and they're really skeptical and they're like, I'm not a shake girl, and you're like, just try it, it comes with the package. That doesn't mean enroll them as a PC. That means they want to test it out. So enroll them as a customer and go through that process of upgrading them to preferred customer when they do come back and say like, yeah, this is working for me. Or if they say like what they want to order something else and you say, well, you'd be better off enrolling as a preferred customer. I think that I know that we want to hit those ranks and move our way through the compensation plan, but from what we've seen and from how we've seen people build, it's going to benefit you most if you really look for women that want to work the business versus just customers versus super customers. Okay, so stay sort of authentic to how you're enrolling people. And I have some other thoughts on that too, but we'll save that for another time and just try to fix the announcements here. Okay, first time Success Club rewards. So it used to be like the 3, 6, 9, and 12-month Success Club rewards. Like I know for the lucky ones, you have like the Shakeology Snuggie, and there's been lots of other really fun stuff that's come your way. They're changing it up. The first time a brand new coach hits Success Club, they will receive a wear and share item, which means like a probably BODi branded shirt or whatever it is. But every reward after that is going to be money. So for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months, you're going to earn a bonus. For 3 months in Success Club, it's $50. 6 months, it's $75. 9 months, it's $100. And 12 months, it's $125. Now, this is for coaches who enrolled in 2022 or 2023, or a coach that's enrolled in 2021 who never achieved Success Club. So if you have someone that enrolled that just never really got going, they could unlock this in 2022 or in 2023. Okay, and then for a lot of the other people on this call who have already passed that first year of coaching, you have the opportunity to earn $1,000 bonus instead of this Success Club reward program. And that is if you achieve Success Club 5 in at least 11 months of the 2023 year. So they're going to give you 1 month grace for this $1,000 bonus. You also have to have at least 10 Success Club qualifications coming from eligible PS coaches. So what does that mean? Eligible PS coaches, just like the elite system, is always going to be coaches enrolled in either your current year or the year before. So this program is going to start in 2023, January 1st, right? Let's say you enrolled a couple coaches in 2022 and you haven't enrolled any coaches yet in 2023. If one of those coaches hits Success Club, that's 1 point for you out of your 10 that you need. If that same coach continues to hit Success Club every single month, you're going to earn a point off them every single month. You need 10 Success Club qualification points in order to get this bonus. They can come from one coach. They can come from a whole bunch of different coaches. There's also, again, that reactivation thing. If somebody joined in 2021 and never earned Success Club, then they would qualify to be one of these point contributing coaches. And we'll go over this stuff in January, guys. Like some of this stuff is rolling out later. Don't feel like, oh my God, like don't worry about it. Like it's exciting and I know we all want to hear it, but don't, let's not get our panties in a twist about it. Let's just take it for what it is. And we're really we'll drill down on it in January. I think that's it. There's a couple Road to Elite updates, but I don't even think it's relevant right now. I'm going to pass it to Erin G.
Thank you so much. So friggin' exciting. Just hearing it again, it's like reliving it all and it's incredible. I'm going to pivot for a sec here, guys. If I disappear, it's because I think I might be coming down with gastro literally as we speak. So like I might just pass the call off to Sarah at any point, but I want to speak to my experience as a first timer at leadership. And just kind of share what that felt like with you and speak a little bit to like the culture of BODi, which is so fun to say. For starters, when I got the invitation from Kim, like I honestly 2 years in, like still felt like I was brand new and like not at all worthy. I like fell off the couch. I called Sarah right away. I was like, I'm hyperventilating. I can't even imagine. Like, this is so crazy. I'm moving the same week. Like I had so much going on. But my first instinct was just say yes, because like that's what we're all about here, right? Is like just say yes to the freaking opportunities that present themselves in your face and then work the rest out later. Just say yes. And so like on my journey to getting there, I had challenge after challenge after challenge that just kept coming up that felt like truly in my heart, the universe testing me to see how badly I wanted to go. There were many moments where I was like, I could just throw in the towel right now and just not go and it would be so much easier. But I just kept pushing through and I made it freaking happen and I got there. And I can tell you, like, truly not blowing smoke up your ass at all. It was a life-changing experience in every way. Business changing, yes, of course, but like honestly life-changing. I I'm still on a high, and I'm still having like a little bit of trouble just like coming to terms with like how moving it all was and how big it all was and how it all felt. Honestly, walking into the event, like they just treated us like we truly belonged. You know, we're really lucky in our coach development team and the corporate mentorship team that we have. Like they walked up to Sarah and I and knew us by name and greeted us with a hug and, you know, greeted Cole with like a little tickle. And we're like genuinely so excited to see us. And it was like this kind of personalization that I feel sets this company apart from so many others. I used to work for this company here in Ottawa, and I swear we had like 100 employees, and head office didn't even know my name. And like I was one of the most successful people in the team, and I would walk into their head office and they didn't even know who I was. Whereas this company literally has hundreds of thousands of coaches, and the corporate mentorship team is greeting me by name. It just felt really freaking cool. They invest a lot of time into learning who we are, guys. And if you're performing, they're watching you right now and you probably don't even know it. And it's so cool. I was really nervous about what it was going to feel like being a rookie there. You know, like you're walking in and you're seeing the top 10 team, you're seeing the like Christina Delgados of the world and the Danielle Natonis and like people who, you know, have spoken on stages in front of all of us. And I felt like, oh my God, like what kind of imposter am I? But it really didn't feel any different being in that space with them. Like I felt like we are all just as deserving. We are all just women who want to serve and make a difference in other people's lives. And that was really cool. Because I think like at the foundation of all of us as coaches, like that's what we're all about, right? Like, yes, they have a lot of money. Yes, there's a lot of glitz and glamour to their life that like many of us have not achieved yet, but they were once me. They were once a first timer in that room too. And that was really cool to see. You know, I once asked my friend who's in a different network marketing space, that's not this one. I said, like, when you guys go to retreats and when you guys go to conferences and stuff like that, like, what do you talk about? And she was like, we talk about earning money. And I was like, oh, cool. Because like we talk about making an impact. We talk about changing people's lives. We talk about, you know, how to inspire. We talk about personal growth. And I can tell you, when I listened to Carl deliver his speech on the name changes and the health esteem platform, like I can say when Erin said we were crying, like moved to tears is an understatement, because I'm looking around in the room, listening to the CEO of a company deliver the message that I have felt in my core from day one. Like the grassroots foundation of why I started doing this was to help other women feel their best and truly see their potential. And I looked around this room at like 350 other people who wanted the exact same thing as me, from the very top of the company all the way down. And it felt friggin' incredible. It was like, you know, when you see those like giant church like auditoriums and they're like, do you feel the Holy Spirit? And they're like, yes. It was like that. It was like so emotional, so much energy, and just felt really incredible to be part of a room full of really powerful leaders who just want to serve in the same way that I do, and to know that like this is so much more than a business about the before and after transformation. This truly is. This business changes other people's lives and it changes our life, and you just have to let it happen for you. The other part of it is like seeing the quality of the event. So like, I know that a lot of you here have gone to Summit and, you know, super weekends and stuff like that. And those are really fun. But the quality of this event, I have to speak to, because it was truly mind blowing. Like I went with a lot of money expecting to like pay for my meals and pay for my drinks, and like everything is covered. Absolutely everything is covered. And I don't know about you guys, but like as a mom of 3, like I'm not often sent to a 5-star hotel, by myself and, you know, doted on and waited on hand and foot. And like, I don't often have 3 meals a day cooked for me. It felt so freaking nice just to like walk into this like beautiful breakfast spread and be like, what kind of Shakeology shake am I enjoying this morning? Like, it just felt so nice to be appreciated and to be spoiled. And every single piece of attention to detail, from, you know, like the Arizona Southwest chic decor to like the crazy Halloween party on the very last night, it was truly mind blowing. It really was. And I think that honestly, guys, like all of us can get there. All of us can earn that spot. But the thing that sets us apart is either you're just new, you're just starting off, or it's hard work, it's consistency, and it's the vision. And it really is all of that. Like if you buckle down, if you're consistent every single day, truly doing the things, I believe that you can get there. But you need to be treating this like a real business, because that's what all of the women in the front row of that room are doing. That's what all of the women in this entire room were doing. They're treating it like a real friggin' business. And it wasn't a room full of like BODi believers. It was a room full of business women. And that felt really freaking cool. So if you watched along, and if this is like speaking to you and you're thinking, man, I want to get there someday, what I want you to do today is set NLC as your goal. Okay, set NLC first, the New Leaders Conference in Vegas, as your goal number one, because that's going to be your stepping stone in achieving 5-star, which is going to eventually take you to leadership, right? You have to hit 5-star diamond to qualify for this conference. So NLC is a lot more achievable. You can hit 1-star. When I set the goal as 1-star diamond for myself, I didn't have any coaches that were on my team. I had a lot of working coaches, but I didn't have anybody on my team who was anywhere near diamond. So I built Morgan to 1-star so I could qualify for that retreat or for that conference. And honestly, the women who were with me, Clarissa, Koo, Marina, Sarah, will attest that NLC is an incredible experience. It is so, so, so special. And it really, really was exactly what leveled up my business. And I feel the changes that I implemented in my business from that conference onward are ultimately what allowed me to receive the invite from Kim to be her guest at Leadership. So I really feel everyone should set that as their goal today. There's push groups to get there right now that we're all running. If it is something that you want, don't count yourself out. We have a lot of months left in the year for you to get there. Start building today and start feeling the love that corporate pours on us, because we are not just a number. They knew who we were at NLC too, and it makes you feel so special, and it makes you feel like you're truly, truly, truly a part of something incredibly unique. So that's my message to you guys today. I'm going to pass it to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Erin. And yeah, I just want to echo everything Erin said. Like, incredible event, felt so special. Like, I had a member from corporate come up to me and like knew my son's name. Like, they pay so much attention to the little details. So anyways, so many exciting changes. I was on the flight home and I flew out of Vegas, and like the entire airport or airplane was sleeping. I was like sitting there like a psychopath. Like, my brain was just like going with all these like exciting things that are coming, and really trying to find the balance of like, okay, slow down and breathe, because none of these things are rolling out until the new year. But also, like, what can we do now to really take advantage of this massive shift that our company is going through? So when the new year comes, like, we're ready and we hit the ground running. So I quickly want to talk a little bit about the slow shift over to like the brand of BODi. It's obviously not going to be something that happens overnight. It's going to slowly happen over 2023, but they gave us a few little things that we can expect. And I think it's important for us to know, because we're still going to see BODi on some of the things, right? So for example, on some of the Facebook groups and on the website, they're going to have like a changing banner that is showing the change coming. Their social media accounts are slowly going to start transitioning over to BODi. And then anything that comes out new in the company, any kind of new asset, is going to be branded BODi instead of BODi. So just so you know, so like when January 1st rolls around, you're like, what the heck? This still says BODi. It's going to be that slow transition. I think it's important for us to know. But with the fresh start, the name change, this culture change, we have such an opportunity to really share our excitement, right? Not to force it. Like, if these changes are something that genuinely excite you, share that excitement now with the people who are watching you on social media, with your friends and family, with the women who already joined you, with the people who are already in your community. Don't wait to do it until January, right? We have such an opportunity leading up to the new year, and our excitement in this business is everything. So if we can use that as we close out 2022, I really think it's going to benefit all of us. So really reflect on, like, how does this make us feel? There was one quote that was shared by Petra Kolber, who's going to be the new mindset person. And she said, you know, we have the opportunity to bring hope and possibility into the lives of others. And I really feel like that sums up this change that the company is going through. We have the opportunity to bring hope and possibility into the lives of others, the people who have felt like fitness has failed them, who haven't had the success. And I think this shift is really going to be a reflection of that. I want to talk a little bit about what you can do in terms of your business now before these changes are all implemented. In terms of like your own individual business, maybe this is what you offer, right? Maybe these are the different groups that you have. We're all going to run this different, right? Every single person on the screen runs a different business. We have our own unique styles. We offer different things to our community, but try to start thinking about how some of these changes you can start implementing now into your brand, into your niche, like who you're speaking to, but also into your community, right? So the existing community that you have, how can you slowly start to make this shift? Maybe it's like sending that message across and encouraging our current clients to like really embrace themselves where they are, right? And not chase that end of program result that I think a lot of people were doing before. So I think we could really showcase that message, especially to the people who are with us and they already know what Beachbody is all about. But a massive opportunity that I see is all of these women in our community who are massive coach prospects that potentially really held themselves back because of the name Beachbody. I know for a fact there are women in my community that have not said yes to this opportunity because of the name of our company. And it didn't matter that like we show them all these amazing things and we help them get results and they feel incredible, that can hold them back. So I really want to encourage you, share this change with your community, share why you're excited about it, share what it means, because there's women waiting for this change to happen and they're curious about what it is that we get to do as coaches. And same on our social media, like sharing this excitement. Even when I just shared that there was going to be a name change, I didn't even say what the name was going to be. I just said like Beachbody was going. I had 4 women in my inbox that are like, wow, that is so exciting. And none of them are my clients. Like, I think we really have this massive opportunity to speak to a whole new audience on our social media. And that's going to come from what it is that we do and how we share this shift that the company is going through. The next thing that I want to talk about is how you can prepare for the BODi blocks. So if you are not subscribed to BODi, like you need to get on it yesterday. This is the shift that the company is going. Like if you don't have BODi, like you're missing the boat. You need to get on that as soon as possible. So you know what it is that this, that extension of BODi is all about and what it is that we're going to be offering people, especially in the new year, but also really promote it in your community, right? Healthy Obsession is coming out in November, which if you don't know much about it, honestly, I didn't know anything about it really until leadership, but it's basically 80-day obsession that's going to be like revamped into that 4-week BODi block. So if you're like, oh man, hour workouts seems like a lot. I don't know if my community, wants to do hour-long workouts, create your own BODi block or use something that's already created. But I really want to encourage you to share the BODi blocks and that opportunity and that style in your communities and start to prep them for what your groups are going to look like in the new year, right? Start to show them the benefit of 5 days a week and having that 1 week rest period or the recovery period. Another thing with the recovery week, like I'm someone who I usually don't work out on Sundays, but for the most part, I try to do a workout every single day. And a lot of my clients do the same thing. I think it would be really important for us to start to talk about the benefits of recovery. Right. And they talked about this at the conference, like your cardiovascular health and your ability to get results and like the mental benefits and all these things. And we're definitely not pros. It was just like a quick little blurb that they gave to us, but start doing your research. I'm willing to bet if you go to the Beachbody blog and you type in active recovery or benefits of recovery or something like that, there's so many great resources that you can share with your community. Start talking about this because I already have clients in my community like, whoa, what's this recovery week all about, right? They're starting to push back a little bit. So let's talk about the benefits of it and really prime the people who are with us to embrace it when the new year comes. And then sure thing, when that is launched with Megan Davies, we had an opportunity to test it out with one of the workouts. Erin was up on stage. It was amazing. I absolutely love Megan. But correct me if I'm wrong, Erin, her program has kind of that blockization like format, right? 3 weeks on, 1 week recovery, 3 weeks on, 1 week recovery. So don't not want to launch that program because we're kind of shifting in a different direction. This program gives us the opportunity to show our clients that style of training. So I would really embrace it. Megan put so much love and everything into her programs. And it was so obvious meeting her that she like genuinely cares. And I think this program is such a great transition into the BODi blocks. And I think it's just going to be an incredible way to start off the new year while we're waiting for the first BODi blocks to be launched. The next thing I wanted to talk about is something that Court touched on with the SC point when you have the 125 PV. My advice is start trying new products. I know for me, the products that I use are the ones that are included in the total solution pack. Shakeology, Energize, Recover, the Go and Go, because those are the ones that I'm offering my new clients when they join me. But now we have the opportunity to earn the Success Club points in other ways. And we have this massive catalog of products that I think so many of us are underusing. So I want to encourage you, whether it's putting the orders through your spouse account or adding extra things to your home direct, whatever, get familiar with other products, because we have so many other things that we're going to be able to offer our clients or offer our prospects and still be compensated in terms of the Success Club recognition program. And then even with Shakeology, like that eat more dessert concept that Carl talked about, the first thing that I thought of was like those Snickers bars that Andrea made at the Diamond Retreat. Like, I want to start talking about things like that in my community, right? Talk about this dessert concept, reach for all the incredible resources that we have that use Shakeology or Recover or whatever in their recipes, because it's a great way to use the incredible products that we have, promote the eating more dessert, and showing our clients that they can still do this in a healthy way, right? Eat more dessert doesn't mean go eat a Dairy Queen like ice cream cake 7 days a week, right? Like, we're still mindful of what it is that we're putting into our body, but with the incredible products that we have, we can do this in a healthy way. And we have so many great resources to really roll this out. So I would really start to share these things, maybe do like a little cooking Zoom thing with your clients, making one of these desserts, start to talk about it, start to show your clients what it's all about. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on is, what are your goals for 2023, right? Start to think about this. Like, it's crazy that the year is almost over, but also, how can these changes complement them? How can you use everything that's rolling out to help you reach those goals? And don't wait until January 1st. January 1st is too late to start thinking about your 2023 team. Because guess what? The women who join you to be a coach on your team are the clients that are already in your community now, or the clients that are going to be joining you October, November, December. So start to think about whatever goals. Maybe that's getting to NLC, maybe that's leadership, maybe that's whatever your goals are. Start to think about all these changes that are rolling out and how you can use this to your benefit to reach the individual goals that you've set for your business, and really understanding what they mean. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on is, I've been to 3 events now. NLC in Vegas in January was my first event. I was blown away by it. I didn't think anything would be able to top it. Summit was amazing because we were all there together and it was like the first big event. And then leadership, like I have no words, like it far surpassed any expectations that I had. And as exciting and as fun as Summit was, the events that you have to earn a spot to through growth in your business, like Erin talked about, man, do they ever make you feel special? Like, the energy in the room it's hard to explain, but walking out of NLC and walking out of leadership, it's like my belief in what we get to do and the company that we get to partner with is like stronger than ever. And it's like every event that I go to like further confirms that. So I really want to encourage you guys to get those earned events on your radar, because they will change everything for you personally, in your business, your confidence, everything. Beachbody or BODi, they do it so well, and just feeling so proud to be part of this company and this team. I'll pass back to Erin or Court, whoever's going to take.
So good. I wanted to add just a couple things. One negative announcement, that they are removing the 6 a.m. live classes Eastern Standard Time with the shift into BODi. They need to have their super trainers focusing on different things and not being there at 1:30 in the morning. But I think with the way that they're going to be providing those BODi blocks, it's not going to be a big deal. And all of the new content that's going to be in the BODi blocks is going to be from the live classes that they post. So there's going to be less emphasis on live classes, more emphasis on the BODi blocks, but that is just a heads up. Those are going to go away. So it'll be like planning your whole group around meeting on the 6 a.m. Eastern live class. And then another note on the healthy obsession, like I'm going to do it. I love Day Obsession. I'm going to promote it. I do not want to do hour-long workouts. I might do them some days, or maybe some days I'll stop at 30 minutes. But I think a big shift that needs to happen is that you just celebrate the movement that you do. And if that's 30 minutes, way to go. If that's, 20 minutes and a walk outside, way to go, right? So don't exclude yourself just because of that one reason. Cause I know I was really battling with myself if I wanted to commit to 1 hour workouts. And I was like, I don't really have to. Honestly, Autumn really inspires me with her motivational talks. And I loved that program. I loved the sliders. I loved the loops. Why wouldn't I do it?
And honestly, I haven't done an hour-long working in a long time. 6:45 was the longest in the last little while, and that was 45 minutes. But we had a workout with Autumn on the Thursday or whatever day it was. And we all walked in there thinking it was a 30-minute workout, right? And she was like, newsflash for all of you, this is going to be a 60-minute workout. And honestly, it's different, obviously, working out with people live, but we're all capable. We're all absolutely capable. So if you love ADD obsession and you want to try out the BODi block, figure out your time to make it happen. You're all absolutely capable of doing it. Just going to put that out there.
One more announcement. We have moved our sneak peeks to be more, it's a group on Facebook. So it's called the Sisterhood Snoop group. If you're not in the Snoop group, you can add yourself in and you can use that link to send it to anybody that's interested in coaching. We are going to host that event next Thursday, the 27th, and it'll just be a series of people going live in the group. We've kept a couple of the old videos in and we'll add a couple new, and I think we'll just continue to use that workflow or that flow. So, take it upon yourself to invite people to that group, to be tagging them in those videos. Or if you don't feel like that's personal and you just want to have a one-on-one conversation, those are always best, right? So do whatever feels good for you. And then next week, I think we had something scheduled, but we postponed it. I'm actually going to be doing the team call next week, all about niching down and all about sort of finding your unique approach to Beachbody. Yeah, I started reading that today too, and already it's incredible. So how are the blocks being released? Do we know yet? The first Monday of every month, the 4-week BODi block will be released. Yeah.
I think the question she has is is it like a program where you only get 1 week at a time kind of thing, where they slowly trickle, or do we get all 4?
I don't know.
I don't know that we know the full details yet. It won't be live every single day. I don't think. They really said that and he kind of glossed over this, so we don't have full info on it yet, but he said there will be less, like Courtney was saying, less emphasis on having a live workout and more on currently filming. So you can join the podcast for the currently filming for the podcast days that they'll then share.
All right, guys, we're over our time. Let's keep it tight, keep it right. See you soon.